This might be the only golf lesson you'll ever need. Today I've got one of the best short game coaches in golf with me, and together we're breaking down the 3 keys to a tour level short game. These are simple, repeatable moves that will transform how you chip, pitch, and get up and down from anywhere. Stick around, because mastering these 3 simple golf tips could save you more strokes than anything else in your game. Tell people what actually makes a difference to their short game, because you see a lot of stuff online, little tips, tricks, obviously.
Yeah, which is great.
What are the main things that are actually going to help amateurs improve their short game?
Things that actually make a difference.
Yes.
That's what we're looking at. I always trying to explain that there's a lot of style preferences without real understanding of things that really make people better. And if your choice of style doesn't tick the box of making things that matter improve, then it's a complete waste of time and effort and viewing time. So we'll have a look at a couple of things, shall we?
Yeah. Where would you start? Obviously, you're measuring.
Yeah.
You're measuring most of your guys, aren't you? And girls that you're teaching, whether it's tour level or your guy that's coming from your local club. I'm sure you do a few of them still, maybe not as many as you used to, but what are you looking at?
I think we'll start with low point.
Okay.
I think low point will be the first one. Maybe something that people don't think about correctly, or maybe enough of. I think correctly might be the wrong word. People think about low point as a forward and backward thing. And they also mistake low point for contact point with the ground. They're 2 very different things.
Yes.
Right, so we'll run through it quickly, shall we?
Go for it, yeah.
Right, let's say this is the ground. And the ball is sat here on the ground. My club, it's going to come down, it's going to touch the ground. That doesn't make it the low point. The low point is where the club would have got to had the ground not been there. So let's say my club's coming down in a dead straight line to here, to this little notch on the shaft here. If it continued there, the ground wasn't there, it would go down here somewhere, right?
Yep.
So your low point and contact point are 2 very different things. That's really important to understand. Because you hitting the ground behind the ball doesn't necessarily mean your low point was too far back. It could be over here somewhere, right? But it may have been way under the ground.
Okay.
I'm interested in low point depth, how far under the ground it gets versus the backwards and forwards. Oh, I hit the ground here, my low point was too far back. Oh, I hit the ground here, my low point was too far forward. Well, the vertical might have had something to do with it. Now, these machines obviously give us a measurement on it as well, so we can get quite accurate with what we really need it to be. And low point depth is something that kills golfers all the time.
Skilled golfers can still have a low depth though, can't they?
It happens. It happens. Yeah. So let's say hypothetically, if that person does have a low point that's way underground, and the ball is here, they are usually going to make contact with the ground earlier.
Yes.
Right? 'Cause it has to break through this to get to that spot. That can still work though, if everything is moved far enough this way. So your low point can be deep if it is miles ahead of the golf ball.
Yes.
But when it comes hitting these shots around the green, that combination produces very low, very hot ball flights, not functional most of the time.
Yes.
So it'd be better to actually bring the low point up.
Which is why I've changed.
Bring low point depth up. Like we're talking millimeters though.
Yeah.
Normal range would say is maybe 0.4 centimeters to 0.8. You were at 1.4 on some of them, which sounds like not a big difference, but we're talking going from this to that, we're doubling it.
Yeah.
And that can make things a little bit messy around here.
Yeah.
And your low point was miles ahead as well to try and make that work.
Yeah.
So we brought it up a little bit and we brought that back a touch to make it more controllable.
Cool. So this is your first point of call that you're going to be checking on your students and stuff that they're
it's right up there.
Yeah.
It's right up there, yeah. The low point backwards and forwards, there is kind of there's maybe a window that's optimal, let's say. Optimal might be the wrong word, but we're going to use it for now because I can't think of a better one. There's an optimal window for forwards and backwards, as long as it's combined well with the up and down. So we do kind of look at both of those things.
And I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, but if people, because no one has them really, do they, that they can measure?
No.
Is there a way of measuring it without that sort of stuff, or is it go and have a lesson and try and get measured?
Getting measured is the ideal,
Yeah.
but not everyone has access to that. Right? And also not every coach is using that same machine.
Yeah.
Right? So not every machine gives the same data. You can't measure it in any other way, but you can certainly train it and train control over it. So we can run through kind of a basic drill to give you an example of what I mean.
Perfect.
Right, so this obviously is not a technical video, right? So I'm not going to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
I could do this in a bunch of different ways. I could have wide swing, narrow swing, hooky, cutty, all kinds of different weird and wonderful things. But as far as ground contact goes, I can run through a drill where I try and deliberately move it up and down.
Okay.
Right, so let's scale it 1 to 10. 5 is like a perfect contact. So we'll go through the drill exactly how I would do it. I would hit a few shots, and only when I hit one that I think is really nice, we're going to call that a 5, because that's kind of middle of the ground, or middle of the road. Oh, I happened the first ball.
There you go, 5.
5, so there's a sound to it.
Yeah, it's a clip.
To get that sound as a depth, right? Had that been deeper, which I'll try and do now, kind of scary on sandy turf.
This might not make the green.
No, but I'm essentially going to try and get this club to go to an imaginary spot that is further underground.
Yeah.
What that's going to do is make me hit the ground earlier, but the sound or the tone is going to be different also. So it's going to be a deeper sound. So this would be down, let's say it's a 2 or a 3. 1's not functional. So it's going to be a little bit more of a thump. Actually, that's probably about a 4. I've hit that too good.
Yeah,
I put more
speed
speed in.
Clip still, wasn't there?
Yeah, come on, let's go deeper. There you go.
That was a
Don't know where I was aiming.
Yeah,
But different sound, right?
Yeah, completely.
So I can move my low point deeper. At the other end of things, and this is actually the one that scares me, I can start to bring the low point up. So go above 5, I'm going to hit higher on a golf ball.
Yeah.
9 is thin. 8 is hot.
Yeah.
7 is manageable. So I'm going to go for a 7. So this is going to be barely touching the ground. Very clippy. Terrifies me.
Oh,
that was a 5 again, maybe a 6. It was lighter.
I'd class that as a 6, I think.
All right, come on, 7. Let's do it. Oh,
no.
My instinct won't let me do it.
You're scared of it.
That's why it's a drill, though.
Thin one to the back pin.
All right, 8. 8. Let's make it happen. There you go. That was an 8.
Yeah. There you go.
It's going to go in the wrong hole.
Go in.
Right. So that was definitely higher.
Yeah.
My comfort zone is not moving it up.
Mm-hmm.
My comfort zone, believe it or not, is moving it down a little bit. Obviously, I don't know where I was aiming on the one I actually did well.
Yeah.
But essentially, if you can learn to move things up and down, you can start to find 5s.
Great.
4s, 5s, and 6s are usually really good strikes. Outside of that, a little bit clean, a little bit heavier. But you'll start to recognize how, especially the deep ones, your contact point in the ground starts to move backwards. So that's not me trying to hit further back, that's me trying to hit deeper.
Lower and higher.
So you get a player that hits behind the ball a lot. Maybe trying to hit further forwards isn't the answer. Maybe trying to hit further up is the key to hitting closer to the golf ball.
Number 2.
Number 2, sequence, moving. Getting people to actually move the bodies.
Because you would think it was to be simple and not do much in chipping, wouldn't you?
Yeah, biggest mistake you can make is trying to go, oh no, it's a shorter shot, I'll go less moving parts. And the problem I see consistently is when people stop moving their body, they start using parts they don't have very good control over.
Okay.
It's ironic because you talk about good players around the green, you go, oh, he's got great hands.
Yeah.
And then
for a big man.
For great hands, for great touch for a big guy. And then you look at that and you can say, right, okay, so we've got the most skilled golfers on the planet with their great hands, fair enough. And then your normal golfer, your average golfer, eliminating the body and going to their hands when they probably don't have skilled hands.
Yeah.
Or great hands for a big guy. So you start to try and use tools that you don't have.
Okay.
Whereas I think everybody can move the body well enough to hit a shot 30 yards.
So what sort of sequencing and the timings are you expecting to see?
Believe it or not, same as a full swing.
Okay.
Same as a power swing.
Fine.
So there are multiple sequences.
Oh, that's going to throw some people, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
I know. And it's really the transition sequence that I'm interested in.
Okay.
So that is the change of direction from backswing to downswing.
Okay.
There is another sequence which we don't really need to dwell on and talk about, which is much less important. Transition is the one.
Yeah.
Right, so you think about the full swing, right? You're trying to create the maximum power in the most efficient way that you can. Where does the swing start? The downswing.
Yeah.
Where does
it start?
Yeah.
Before you get to the top.
Yeah,
so halfway back.
Yeah, what moves? What starts shifting?
Your pressures are going towards your lead foot.
Pressure starts shifting forwards, right? So it has to come from somewhere. So that typically comes from what the body resisting, doing less, and you're starting to shift this way, right?
Yeah.
And then what happens after that?
You start pushing in the ground out of this foot and moving up and out.
And what about the rotations of the body?
Your hips are going to start opening.
Hips are going to start opening, right? So they go before the chest, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, so the hips start there. So let's say the knees start. ankles even. So the pressure going this way, the knees square up, the hips, the chest follows.
Yeah.
Then what follows that? The arms. Then the arms start to move down, and then it all gets transferred out to the club head, right?
Yeah.
So you've got a ground up sequence. That's your face there. You're like, whoa, this is going to be messy.
I like it. I like it. It's just going to be, I think, from full swing, you've got so much time to do this, haven't you? Whereas the shorter shot, you're going to have to start moving forward what feels like mentally soon.
Really early.
Yeah.
Really early. But when I'll show you a couple of drills, when you see the drills, you'll start to think, actually, there is more time.
Yeah.
More time you think. So if you feel like you don't have time, typically you're going to make one mistake, and that is using your arms and hands early in a downswing. So you actually throw the sequence off. Then you don't have time to move everything below it. Right? If I go back to here and I start down my hands and arms really quick, this is all going to shut down.
Yeah.
And it becomes hurried. So I'm saying to you, right, start here. You wouldn't pull your arms down or use your hands at all. They'd have their place in the sequence. So you actually have a lot of time.
Okay.
But we'll do the drills.
Yeah, go for it. Show us.
So the ground up thing, one important thing to explain. One more important thing, so many important things.
Golf's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. So if the sequence is the same as the full swing, there has to be one fundamental difference, right? Otherwise the ball's going to go too far. So we go back to that demonstration, right? Big backswing, hips go first. There's a stretch between the chest and the hips.
Yeah.
All right, think about Rory. I look nothing like him, right? But if my back stays to target, my hips go back to square, I start to stretch. And then my chest starts to turn, my arm presses against my body. There's a stretch here.
Yeah.
And then there's a stretch in the wrist also. So everything is stretching before it then transfers out to the club head. We don't do that with short game, right? So if I do start with the hips, the chest follows immediately after.
Yeah.
The arms come with the chest, the club comes with the arms. So there's no lag created between segments or in the club. So we definitely don't want to see any of this.
Yeah.
And we don't want to see any kind of pinning of the arm across the chest, anything like that.
Okay.
Sequence is the same with less stretch.
Okay.
Right.
Same sequence, no stretch.
Same sequence, no stretch. Perfect. We'll start with the fun one, the Happy Gilmore.
Go on.
Happy Gilmore drill.
Yeah.
Right, so what you do, you start, what's this, like a foot behind the golf ball?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pretend I'm addressing a golf ball here. I'm going to step forwards as I start my backswing. So the club goes back, I'm going to start stepping towards the ball. Yeah. And then I'm going to hit it.
Oh, that's...
Right. So everything's starting really early.
That's such a long game drill, isn't it?
Yep.
Like I've never used that in short game.
Yep, but
and it's a good one.
Trust me, it's great.
Okay.
Especially if you do it first ball.
Yeah.
Not bad. A little bit ground first.
Yeah, a little bit. Not bad.
I did that on purpose.
Probably a 4 strike.
So yeah, it probably was. All I'm going to do is step forwards further.
A bit more. Okay.
Step ahead of it.
Yeah.
Quite a big step.
Oh.
There we go. All right, there's no problem with power, right?
Yeah.
The key here, I'm not transferring it out to the club head.
Okay.
I'm not trying to release it out, anything like that. My hand speed is under control. So go up a notch, shall we?
Okay.
This is a little trickier. That's an easy start. That's gentle. This is for the dancers out there. So we start in a normal address position. This is harder. Right, so what you do, you take a step to the right before you start the club back. So you make some space. Then as the club goes back, you step away. Then you step back in and you hit.
Okay.
So there's a little shuffle. Make some space, step into it, step back.
Fine.
Now you have a bit less time. The Happy Gilmore, you got all the time in the world. This one has less time. So there's a bit of sequence to this on the backswing as well. Step away, step back in. That was struck all right.
That was delicious strike.
Sounded decent. That was
a
5.
Didn't it? Yeah.
Popped up into this wind, so normal, step away. And you'll notice when I start that step back, my club still hasn't finished going back. So I'm here before I come down.
Yeah.
So you know you said you have to go really early.
Yeah.
You're going before you finish the backswing.
Yes.
One more?
Go on, one more.
To step away.
I think if higher handicaps use that type of drill, not only for short game, it's going to help them with their long game too.
Massively.
Unbelievable.
Massively. It's across the whole game.
It's I'm going to say it's simple, but for better golfers again, because their sequencing is generally better, it's easier for them, isn't it? But you get a good golfer to do that. They'll be there within 4 or 5 shots, I reckon.
Oh, very, very quickly.
High handicaps, it's not only going to help this area, but long game too.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. One addition. You can't do that on the golf course. But what you can do, this is step 3. This is not advanced, this is in play. I can definitely be light on my feet and shuffle.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to step on this one. You know, you see a lot of players have a little toe tap.
Yeah, yeah.
They're essentially doing the same thing. That little toe tap is early, as they shift away, and then they put it back down again. That starts a downswing.
Fine.
That toe tap is a downswing starting.
Oh.
Right, so I'm going to shuffle a bit. I'm going to go left. I'm just walking left, right, left, right. I'm going to step back into my right and into my left. So it becomes something more like you could do on the golf course. So a little bit of stepping. And thin.
And again.
Go another ball. Go another ball.
All right, it's all right. The camera was on your feet. It doesn't matter. That was a 5. Don't you worry. But you see it again. I keep relating it to long game, but like you'll see better players, bump, 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 starting again, won't you? Whereas amateurs will be just dead still, and it's like, oh, come on, get ready for it.
You're so busy. You're standing there thinking about everything.
Yeah.
All these, don't do this, don't do that, don't do it, and it's all don'ts. Like it's never anything positive, is it? Don't chunk it, don't thin it, don't shank it, don't hit in a bunker. And about 30 seconds later, they move. Yeah. Right? Just start shuffling around side to side.
Yeah, nice. How's beauty? Another 5.
It's better than one before.
And the final thing.
Yeah, shuffling.
Oh.
I know.
God, this is going to get the comments.
What do you think I'm going to say though? It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Shaft
it ruins
needs to
short
be
games.
pointed at your belt buckle.
Yeah, people don't have enough shuffling.
Don't have enough?
No. Majority of players that come along for lessons don't lean the shaft enough. I think it's got out of hand.
Okay.
They're using the bounce.
Okay.
Getting the shaft leaning backwards.
Gone too far.
Yeah, it's the mythical use the bounce. I spend so much time with players that are really, really good at this game, and I don't see anyone hitting shots that are quality with no shaft lean. Just doesn't happen. Ooh. Everyone has some.
So why are people saying use the bounce then?
Because it makes sense. It makes sense, right? People will hit a chunky shot and it'll get blamed on the leading edge.
Yeah.
Obviously, that is what digs into the ground. It'll get blamed on this, and that will get blamed on this, because this makes the leading edge a bit sharper effectively because you're not using this part of the club.
Yeah.
So this becomes the guilty party.
Probably the first thing that we talked about is the actual problem.
Yeah. Attempting to not have this dig in is a killer. Average golfers have no problem at all in the full swing losing shaft lean.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're going to say, okay, so that dug into the ground, you have too much shaft lean, let's lose some. They're highly skilled at that.
Yeah.
And suddenly you get players coming along and the club bounces off the ground 6 inches before the ball, or even digs in further back. You think, how could I possibly remove the shaft lean and dig in? Well, if I get this ball, if I stand here and I make a swing, let's say to here, and let's say I get a little bit lower, or I stay low, and I start to try and release this aggressively, my swing is going to get wider early, and it's going to hit the ground further back. It's going to have shaft lean on it.
Yeah.
But the leading edge is going to hit into the ground, and I've done my best to release it. The ground got in the way and stopped me getting to there.
Yeah.
Like, so you see this and go, oh, you're really lean. You weren't. You were doing your best to release it to the point where my left arm and club's lined up, and it still digs in. It's not the shaft lean's fault.
Yes.
It's the width of the swing.
Okay.
And the more you try and release it, the wider your swing gets.
Yes.
It's like a vicious cycle.
Okay, so shaft lean's not a bad thing.
Shaft lean's a very good thing. It's a very good thing. In fact, we can go dead opposite, and I'll hit a shot with the most shaft lean I can possibly get on the shot.
Go on.
And on this lovely sandy turf, if I get this wrong, I'm going to look a little bit silly.
That's fine.
So how much shaft lean can I get on this thing?
Oh, look at that.
That is just a license to dig, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I've got no chance of hitting a shot here, surely. Is that enough?
That's past your lead leg with the handle.
Does it show up on camera?
It is definitely, yes.
Okay.
Oh, struck.
How much digging's going on there?
Yeah.
But the shaft lean wasn't the problem. If I'd have tried to use the bounce then, I would have hit the ground 3 feet behind the ball. It would have been an absolute disaster. Shaft lean's not the issue. There's other things that are more important. We've talked about low point depth. Right, if I have that shaft lean and my low point is not too far underground, I hold the shaft lean, I just clip it off the top. Yeah. It's not a problem. And if you want to spin the ball, like if you start losing all your shaft lean, there's going to be too much loft, it's just going to flop in the air. Right, you can even have shaft lean high.
That spin loft's going to go too high.
It's going to go way too high, ball's going to slip.
Yeah.
I can actually hit the ball high with shaft lean as well. Let's really throw a spanner in the works, shall we?
How'd you do that?
I know. my top priority is strike.
Yes.
I need shaft lean to strike it. But I can put some shaft lean on this, hold the face open, and get some trajectory. So I'm going to try not to release this. There's going to be none of this going on.
Yep.
I'm going to try and lean the club forwards. As I lean it, the face will stay pointed to the right, and it should go in the air. It's so high I didn't reach the green.
Didn't reach the green.
How much using the bounce went on then?
Yeah.
Nothing.
So have you got like a setup position that you like to see with shaft lean to help people get it at impact, or not?
Yeah, if you tie together what we did with the sequence stuff,
Yeah.
if I start with the butt of the club just ahead of the golf ball, like I'm never setting up vertical, I want to put some in there.
Yeah.
And if my sequence is good and I'm moving this way, I'm always going to deliver a little bit more than I began with.
Fine.
All right, so you sequence well, you set up well, you're going to create more than you had at address, and you're going to create enough to strike it nicely.
Ah, the 3 keys to better short game.
Exactly, things that matter.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, James.
No worries.